guys, it's Gina Carr, the Tribe Builder. I am happy to be here today and happy to share with you something that I discovered in the last year that I think is just one of the most exciting innovations that will help us as people who are trying to build our tribes, trying to communicate with people our ideas. As speakers, often nowadays we're in front of a group and we're doing a PowerPoint presentation, and I don't know about you, but frequently I miss the ability to be interactive, and as I think of new things, to be able to just draw them out. In the old days, I would have carted around a big old overhead projector, and that was an interesting way to do things, but nowadays, you just don't take overhead projectors and you take computers. So this fellow, Duncan, out of Atlanta, Georgia, has invented a thing called ElectronicNapkin. He's going to show it to you and share it with you now. Keith, how are things going up there?
Doing fine. We're actually going to drop right over to the ElectronicNapkin and show you a diagram of the system. On the screen that's behind me, I have a high-definition TV set. The components of the system are a high-definition web camera on a mounting stand that we have a patent pending on, and then we run it through a USB cable to a PC or laptop where we run the high-resolution software. From there, you can actually stream it across the internet using webinar software, or you can hook it up, as we have, to a flat-screen TV with a VGA connector, or through an LCD projector.
Okay, so the extra step there, like normally I would take my PC and link it into a TV behind me or onto the LCD screen, and so this is just an extra way of going back there. You hook it up to this little camera that's looking down at whatever you're writing or whatever you're trying to show on the screen, so that's where you have the interactivity, is that right?
That's correct. Anything that goes underneath the camera shows up on your display monitors.
Okay. So that's exactly what you're doing right there, folks. You see his fingers moving along, so that's what we're seeing. Now, I know it has the ability to zoom in on text, something that you want to show us. Can you demonstrate that?
Yeah, it actually uses electronic zoom. You've got a controller on the side where you can actually, works most effectively with text. We'll actually bring some text up here underneath the camera and zoom in and out, so you can force people's attention to focus in on certain keywords or phrases.
Look at that, guys. Isn't that cool? I mean, that's just so much more interesting and more interactive than just watching a PowerPoint presentation. I really think it's a powerful tool. So let's, yeah. What else?
Well, primarily it's most effective when you're using it in front of a live audience. Primarily that you can just put a white sheet of paper underneath there, and actually the product actually started when I was doing mind mapping, but it's actually a live presentation tool. So it doesn't require a keyboard. You can work directly right underneath the camera as you're doing interacting with your audience.
Okay. All right, so that's good. So you're going to do a little mind map for us. So let's say that you were doing a presentation in front of a live audience. This is exactly what you would do, folks. You would just pull out your piece of white paper, pull out a marker, and it's going to go right up on the screen there through your computer.
Yeah, so the speaker would ask questions, and then the audience here, as you get responses back, you could have answers over here. So what's happening is the speaker is actually facilitating and getting information from the audience that now is attributed directly to the audience. So this is a way to avoid death by PowerPoint.
Exactly, and so many times when you're in a meeting, and sometimes people pull out the big white, just the board that they can write on, this is a lot better than that, the flip chart sort of thing, because this is once again going on the computer, and so I know you've said that basically people could just, with a couple of pushes of the button, they can either record this during the presentation, they can take a snapshot of it, send it out via email to everybody that attended just so easily. That's very exciting.
Correct. It actually takes 8 megapixel photographs, and you can also record a video with audio of anything that goes under the camera.
Okay, great. I really like this, and I think that people who are doing presentations who are trying to add something different, once again, the whole death by PowerPoint has become such a joke in the industry, and this is, I think, so much more exciting, so much more usable by people, and will help speakers engage their audiences, help the tribe builders, as I call them, to explain to people what's going on in their heads so that they can communicate more clearly. So if somebody wanted to get a copy of this or to get this software and the system that you presented here, what would they need to do?
They go to the website ElectronicNapkin.com, and we're actually running a special with Gina right now. So there actually is a sub-page called Gina Carr at the end. The current introductory price is $295. That'll be good for the next couple of weeks. So we want you to order now. It comes with the high-definition camera, the stand, and the high-definition software. And we're actually throwing in a bonus right now. We'll actually write that out, which is 30 minutes of free training on how to set up Electronic Napkin and use it specifically for your business.
Okay. That's great. Oh boy, so I get a high definition camera, you said, even with that? That's wonderful. And the special stand and the software that's going to be needed to work with my computer. All right.
Correct.
This is for Windows-based computers, is that right?
That's correct, and we should come out with Mac in the next couple of weeks. But right now it's PC-based. Any operating system under PCs.
Okay, so folks, be sure to listen up there. It's ElectronicNapkin.com, just like it sounds, /Gina, Gina, Carr, Carr. Or if you go to the main page of ElectronicNapkin.com, at the bottom, be sure to put in promo code Gina Carr. And that way you're going to get, this is something he's offering just to my listeners and my viewers, and that is the 30 minutes of free live training for setting it up so that it works for you, so that you can use it easily. And then the additional videos that people are going to be coming out with to show and where they specifically relate to speakers, we'll know that you're on that list, and we'll send some extras out to you. Oh, you zoomed back to me. Hi.
Okay, we're wrapping up here.
Okay, yes, Keith. So thank you very much. Once again, that's Keith Duncan, and just a brilliant fellow. And I just think this invention of his is going to really transform presentations. And so speaker friends and anybody who's up in front of a group having to demonstrate their ideas, go ahead and go over to Keith's site, get it, and let us know how it's working for you. Thanks a lot, Keith.
Thank you, Gina.